Hello guys and girls, and welcome back to a brand new video today. This video is a Tranmere video, but this is completely different to what I normally do. Tranmere are thinking of moving stadiums to Bidston, and it could possibly be a 15,000 seat stadium compared to 25,000 seat stadium, depending where Tranmere are in the league, maybe in the next 5 to 6 years. So if we're in the if we go in the championship, just say it's gonna be around 15,000 to 25,000, which makes sense. To move stadiums makes sense in my opinion, because I think obviously with the Prenton Park, it's fallen down pretty much because the main stand is not the greatest stand, because it could fall anytime, obviously, because obviously there's a hole in the stadium. I'm not too sure where in the stadium in the main stand is, whereabouts it is in the stadium, but yeah. Tranmere Rovers has been there since 1912, so 110 years on March the 9th, which is incredible, obviously, to have a stadium over 100 years, which is incredible. But I do think it's the right time to move. Obviously, with the stadium, the funds and everything. In my personal opinions, with the stadium, it's not great for wheelchairs. It really is not great for wheelchairs. If you're behind the cop, that is fine. But where I sit, it's not safe because there's a ramp, and there's the amount of bumps there is in the ramp. It's mental, absolutely mental. And this is why I advise Tranmere Rovers to have a better wheelchair end for the next stadium where they're going to be, which is probably Bidston, which is going to be a 15,000 seat stadium, which I think would be really good, obviously, to move stadiums, which I do think it'd be really cool. Obviously, with the likes of the stadiums of Rotherham Stadium, I think that would be perfectly fit for that kind of stadium, because Rotherham Stadium is about 15 to 12,000 to 15,000, which I think it is, which is a nice stadium. So if our stadium is a bit like that, I think that would be amazing with that. But I do think, obviously, sitting in Badminton Paddock, which I've always been there for about 5 to 7 years, 5 to 7 years I've been there, it's fantastic. But I do think it does need a change, a massive change. Painting, definitely, massively. I love Tranmere more than anything in the world. But yes, they have to move stadiums massively. Obviously, we're meant to be getting the greenhouse sort of thing, obviously, as a kind of pub, which is meant to happen in June or July, something. But I haven't heard anything, so if we're going to be moving stadiums, I think they should do it then. But I'm not too sure, obviously, because it's going to be where the Bidston bin place is. I'm not too sure where it is, because I've hardly been to Bidston, because I'm not really from around there. But obviously, it's about 20 minutes from um the um the um the massive bridge near KFC, and basically near Camel Heads, where I think it is. But yeah, in my personal opinions, moving the stadium is the right thing to do. Obviously, obviously for Tranmere's sake, obviously because they've been there for a lot of years, and I think it does need a move. It needs to be definitely painting massively, but yeah, things need to be changed, obviously, because the wheelchair places is good, but I think it's stupid, obviously, because they've got like the thing, obviously the little cover thing. I think that needs to go, because obviously a lot of people who are sitting in the Badminton paddock can see it a lot more, and obviously if that moves, obviously, to when Tranmere Rovers moves to the Bidston Stadium, which could be in the from 2021 to 2026, from what I've heard. Obviously, it was all on the list and everything from what I've seen. But with other things, what I have seen, with the 15,000 seat stadium to 25,000, there's going to be a hotel, built-in hotel with the stadium, so a bit like Blackpool, a bit like Bolton, some sort of thing like that. I think that would be really cool. Obviously, because you've got to think all the other fans that are coming all that way. Obviously, you've got to think the likes of, if we're still in the League One or League Two or possibly the Championship, you got to think for them, for their fans, they could stay in that hotel, which would be really good. I'd be definitely staying there, obviously, because even though I live about 20 minutes away from the stadium or 30 minutes, I'd want to see what it's like, and obviously definitely do a video on it. I think that'd be really cool. You got with the hotels, possibly a shopping centre, which I've seen and heard, possibly. Um, um, Possibly like a gym sort of thing, as well as that, and a sports science, faciality, however you say that. But yeah, something like that. I think that'd be really cool for that to do and that happen, which I think it'd be really exciting to see if that happens in the next few years. Obviously, from what I've heard, the pricing of the whole stadium, 100 million. So obviously, Palios is going to have to get his money out with the is it the Asians or Malaysians? I'm not too sure. Indonesians will be helping to pay that, I presume. But yeah, everything will be looking good if that happens. Obviously, when we move stadiums, obviously being at Prenton Park is amazing. Obviously, seeing the big games, the good games, and even the worst games. But yeah, obviously having games like Tottenham, Man United, and Liverpool, Everton, everyone else, it'll look good when we're in the new stadium and everything's built and everything's done. And it's just the excitement that's going to be happening in the next few years if it's still going ahead. But moving stadiums is the right thing to do, because obviously you've got to think with wheelchairs. You've got to think of the wheelchairs, obviously, with where they're going to be placed. In my opinion, where I'd love to sit is behind the goal, in the middle of the goal. Well, middle, like the bit high as well, and you can see the whole pitch. I think that'd be really cool. But if that happens, obviously, and then obviously put the away fans in the other side, but behind their goal. I think that'd be really cool. Obviously, make it like a big stadium sort of thing. I think that'd be really epic. But yeah, we just have to see what happens in the next few years or the next few months. See what happens if things happen like that. But we just have to see what goes on. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. So please like and subscribe if you are new. I am 11 away from 600, so can we do that before the start of the season? It would be fantastic. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you guys in a bit on the Up the White's Super White Army.